don't believe this. I thought you, of all people, would be on my side.
Of course I'm on your side. You know, we've been down this road before. I just think you should support your husband, that's all.
Yeah, right or wrong?
Well, I'm not so sure Tom is wrong in this thing. Come on, Hal made an agreement 8 years ago. You've got to live by that agreement, and that was that you would tell Adam when he was old enough to handle it.
And that's what we would do if we had a choice, but we don't have that choice now. He's going to hear it from someone long before he's 18. Do we really want it to be from some kid who blurts it out that Tom isn't his real father?
Oh, now, wait a minute. He's as real a father as that kid is going to have.
No, that's not what I meant.
No, I know what you meant. Listen. You know, I wasn't all that crazy about you marrying Tom. I mean, you know that. I really wasn't. But I was wrong about that. He's been wonderful. A lot of husbands would have hit the road when they found out something like happened with Adam. He didn't do that. He stuck around. He stuck by you. Stuck by you through the plane crash, through the AIDS thing. He was always there. I'm telling you, I don't think they come any better than Tom.
No, they don't. This isn't about Tom. This is about Adam. I mean, just the other day, Tom's cousin Ryder let it slip out that Nikki was Adam's sister. And fortunately, Adam was too out of it to remember. But sooner or later, someone's gonna tell him the truth.
Well, that's the risk you take. But come on, Tom is 50% of this marriage. His feelings have got to count for something, don't they?
John, Tom means everything in the world to me. I quit my job. You know how much I love. He means everything to me.
All right. Then I think you should support him the way he supported you.
Look, it's really not about me and Tom. It's not. We've got to protect our son. Now, what if my standing by my husband hurts Adam?
Don't you tell me that you're gonna side with Hal.
I'm not on anybody's side.
Well, why don't you just advise me to go ahead and take the joint custody? You know, we'll let Nikki win, we'll give her brother back, she can have her perfect little family. In fact, I'll drive him over there and just forget about it.
Now you are being unreasonable.
I'm scared, Dad. I don't want to lose my son.
It's not gonna come to that. Tom, you're letting your emotions cloud your judgment.
I love the little guy.
Of course you do.
I was there, Dad, the day he was born.
I know.
I'm his father, his dad. I'm the only one he's ever known.
Hal loves Adam, too.
I don't care. I was the one walking the floors. When that boy was sick, I was the one that took him to kindergarten and watched him cry when they said that I had to leave.
Tom.
I was the one standing behind him when he got his first merit badge in scouting. So don't tell me that blood makes a difference, that I'm gonna love him anymore because of it.
Look, nobody disputes that. And you're a good father. But if Adam is to find out the truth, don't you think it's time you considered how and when?
I told you when that is, when he's 18.
Why 18?
Because that's a deal Hal made. And Adam's too young to know the truth.
Maybe you don't give Adam enough credit. Nobody wins in this, son. But if you keep escalating the tension, flying off the handle, I promise you, Adam will lose.
I know, Dad. But tell him.
Telling him will not stop him from loving you. You're still his father. Why are you so afraid of Adam learning the truth?
I just don't want to hurt him, Dad, that's all.
I know. But I don't think that's what this is really about.
Yes, it is.
Huh. I think it's about something that happened long before Adam was born. I think it's about something that needs to be settled between you and me.
Dad, this has nothing to do with you and me. This is about Adam and Hal.
I'm not so sure.
Hal is responsible for the pressure that I'm feeling.
The pressure, yes, but not the anger. Not the fear that you're feeling.
Dad, I don't care about the anger. I care about Adam.
How old were you when your mother and I got divorced?
What difference does
Look,
it
come on,
make?
tell me.
I don't know, 8 or 9.
About Adam's age.
Yeah, what's your point?
You were furious when Lisa and I broke up.
I don't know, Dad. Yeah, I
You know,
guess.
that was really an interesting time. I mean, you didn't want to have anything to do with me. You blamed me for everything.
Wait, if you're trying to tell me that I'm still angry because you and Mom got a divorce, then you're way off base, and even so, it has nothing to do with telling Adam.
I say you're wrong. There's no way that you can look at Adam and not remember how you turned on me.
Dad, I was a kid.
So's Adam. That was really an ugly time, you know? I mean, you didn't want to see me, you didn't want to talk to me. You took scissors and you cut my picture out of all the family photos. You destroyed all the gifts that I gave you. And there was that doll, remember?
Dad,
that doll was me. You used to beat it up. You battered it. You wanted to hurt me.
This has nothing to do with Adam.
Are you sure? Admit it, son. You're terrified that Adam will hate you the way you hated me.
I think that kids are so resilient because they bounce back from these nutty little physical scrapes they get into, you know, sicknesses and things. But when it comes to mental crises, when it's all over, who knows what's bouncing around in their heads?
Well, I know it's not going to be easy, but sooner or later the secret's going to come out. Shouldn't he hear it from us?
Yeah, and when is that going to be? You know, one of my big regrets is that I was not around to watch you grow up. But your mother chose to be silent. Lila didn't want to say a word about it, so... Well, you tell me. Was it easier to take that news when you were 19 as opposed to when you were 9, you think?
I don't know. It's just that I'm scared, John.
Of what?
I'm scared of what my son's gonna think about me when he finds out the truth.
He's a kid. He's a good kid, but he's a kid. You could hold off for a while. When it comes time, you and Tom will do it together. But, hey, Hal made an agreement. And that's that. You've got to live by it. He'll survive.
Oh, I wish this would all go away. But I know it's not going to. I know it's gonna come back and haunt me someday.
I have a
I know
feeling
it.
it's all going to work itself out. It's going to be okay.
And if it doesn't?
Yeah, I hated you. I hated your guts, Dad. Because I felt lost and betrayed.
I'm sorry.
Well, sorry didn't cut it then, Dad. Your divorce went through my life like some kind of a tornado. One minute I had you and Mom, Graham, Grandpa Chris, and the next minute I had nothing. Mom takes me away and to some strange place, some military academy, and dumps me there and tells me it was all your fault. So yeah, I hated you, and yeah, I took the scissors to your picture and I beat up the dog.
I wish I could have been there for you.
But you weren't, Dad. Don't you see, I was confused and helpless.
And you're afraid that's what Adam will feel.
You're damn right I am, and that's what he's gonna feel, Dad. When you got divorced, I was confused, and that's how he's gonna feel. You know, Dad, I know it wasn't your fault, but I was just a little kid. And when you got your divorce, I felt like I had lost everything, but nobody seemed to care what I thought. Nobody asked me what I wanted. They didn't seem to want me around.
That's not the way it's gonna be for Adam.
You bet it's not, Dad. Because I'm gonna fight and make sure it's not.
I know you want to protect your son.
Dad, don't you see? He's just like me. He's feeling the same things. He knows something's wrong, but he doesn't know what.
Look, Adam is not going to be abandoned. No one's going to tell him lies about you. He's not going to hate you because you're not going to disappear from his life.
Dad, he's feeling the same things that I felt. He knows something's wrong and he thinks it's his fault. He hears us fighting and he thinks he's to blame.
He's a bright and sensitive kid.
He's bright and sensitive And he doesn't miss a thing, Dad, and this is tearing Adam apart.
I'm sure. I can see what it's doing to you.
Dad, you know, when I tell my wife that she's been unfaithful, I've crossed the line. This thing has dragged on too long, and I have to make a decision. Now, the best I can see, there are maybe two. I tell Adam the truth, or I take Hal to court and keep him away from my son.
You know, whatever happens, I'll be there.
Oh.
Okay?
I know that. It means a lot to me.
There's a lot of love here. Oh, I think you're standing in it.
I'll try to remember that.
Good.
It just feels like Tom and I are on this collision course, though. Like two trains on the same track headed toward one another, and one of us has got to stop, but neither one of us knows how.
But of course you do. Of course you do. Think a minute. What's important to you?
My marriage and my family.
Right. Well, you just keep saying that. You know, I was saying how lucky I think you are to be married to a guy like Tom, but what I didn't tell you is how lucky I think he is to be married to a wonderful woman like you.
Thank you, John.
Yes.
I needed to hear that.
I have faith in you. I have faith in both of you.
I just wish that you can reach some kind of a compromise without going to court.
It's up to Hal.
Talk to Margo. Listen to each other.
I will, Pop, I promise. I'm gonna get out of here. I think I've taken up enough of your time.
Well, you stay as long as you need to.
It's not necessary. I'm sorry I turned on you all those years ago.
No apology necessary.
But I am grateful that we got through it, and thank you for reminding me to really put things in perspective.
I hope so.
What you said, Dad, makes perfect sense. Making the wrong move can either destroy Adam, or it could destroy my marriage.
You'll make the right decision, for the right reasons. And Adam will be fine.
Thanks, Dad.
I love you, son.
I love you, too.